people, it is that time again for another build vlog. This was a very simple, clean yet effective build, so let's jump straight into it. Here we go.
This is the first time I worked with a Lotus mirror, and I am very impressed with the quality, which you will see in this video.
Series unboxed, and I must admit this is a great looking car, straight out of the box anyway. As we know with all builds that I do, start by doing a mock-up with the wheels to make sure I get my heights right for when lowering. But yeah, features, great features, opening doors as with any car. The front end looks unbelievable. This is a great looking car. Again, I'm so looking forward to all the way that this is going to pan out. I've got the ideas in my head, so I'm going to crack on with getting them done. So here we go.
First job, as always, is to lower the vehicles. Whoops, there we go, grinding away with no safety goggles on whatsoever. And then I went straight on to getting the rear spoiler mocked up. And once it's done, as always, transferring it onto the material, ready to fit.
And this is the spoiler in place. I will be wrapping this in a better carbon effect, but as you can see, nice, simple and very sleek, which goes really well with the shape of the back of the car. Next up will be the splitter, so I'm going to turn the car around so you can see the makeup of that in the next time lapse. Here we go.
And straight in with the front spoiler, again mocking everything up so I know that it's right, and then on to cutting the material. Again, no safety goggles, come on Lee, sort it out.
And there it is, that's the result of the time lapse. I've done just a two-part splitter on this one, as I think it works so much better instead of a longer splitter. As we can see, it just follows the lines of the car perfectly, and it does have a lip already underneath here, so there is a bit of a space, as you can see side on. But I think it just works really well with that obviously front bumper line. So I'll be doing these carbon and obviously the spoiler carbon, and this car will be pretty much done. The wheel design is chosen, so there will be some wheels going on this, and they will be going white, as I think that will work really well against the yellow instead of the black, because I think there's a lot of black happening. It just needs one color to just bring it out, so I think white is what I'm going to go for. I have thought about doing the bonnet carbon, but I think it then becomes too much, so we're just going to keep it plain, simple and effective. So there we go.
When I come to doing the carbon wrapping, I tend to use the gloss effect as opposed to the satin matte finish, as it is more realistic, as we'll see coming up.
And there it is. This is the splitter, as we can see, done a carbon wrap effect, which I do enjoy doing. I do enjoy doing the carbon wrap effect because it's just so simple but makes it look so much cleaner. Also done a little carbon filler flap, and then we can see the spoiler there. So now I'm just going to start fitting up the rest of the car. Wheels are going to go on, windscreen, steering wheel, and then it's a case of getting the wheel designs done, printed by Josh, as he's my go-to guy with 3D printing stuff. Get them fitted and then the car will be complete. So here we go. And here it is together. I must admit, this is a great looking car, just as standard. I've noticed some really nice features on this as well. I have connected up the battery, so we can just turn it on. And you've got dash lights and door lights. That's not a feature that I've seen on a car that I've done before. We've got your standard high and low speed, forwards, backwards, obviously pedals, light switch, so it does have rear and front lights. Again, the front lights look great, just simple LEDs, but again, as we can see here, great looking car. But up next will be the wheel fitment, and I'm going to get them fitted and then do the final reveals. Keep watching. And there's the wheels. So I've painted these, smoothed them as much as I can. Again, they are 3D printed, and that is how it's roughly going to look. I'm going to use some bolts to hold them on so they can easily be removed, but I think they set off the car perfectly. So now I'm going to get them fitted.
We can see that as I'm putting the wheels on it really does finish the look of this car, and I think that the white really does complement the yellow. And this is the wheels now fitted. This is how the car is now sitting. I've used bolts for the wheels now to fix these centers in place, and I just think it makes it look a lot cleaner. And also the final bit of the build was the Build by Static Youth plaque, which is now going to feature on every single build now, instead of the large sticker on the windows. It just gives it that much more professional look, and it's very clean. So now we're going to take a look at some pictures taken by Rin over at Witness Wildlife. Check them out on Instagram. I'll add the link in the description. So here we go. And that is this build vlog done. I really hope you enjoyed watching the process of this build. I've got to give a few shout outs. One to Epic Play, who were the suppliers of the Lotus. Shout out to Josh over at Josh and Lisa Creations for doing the 3D printed wheels, and a shout out to Rin over at Witness Wildlife for taking some amazing photos of the build itself. Again, I'll attach it in the description where you can find them and what their social media pages are, and the websites as well. Again, make sure you hit that like, share and subscribe to keep up to date with all the YouTube videos. Until next time, peace.